Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to replace the shock absorber for the Miele washing machine. We usually replace the shock absorber for the Miele washing machine when it's make a little bit banging noise in a spin cycle. So this kind of problem occurs when you wash mostly towels with the heavy load and everything. Also this is a wear and tear, so if you get the banging noise, then you need to replace the shock absorber for your washing machine. So for this model, to replace the shock absorber, we need to take the top cover and the front cover out. To take the front cover, we need to take the dial out first, and then this plastic bit has to be taken off so carefully. So we need to start from the top tip positions, and then we can take those two screws out from the control panel, and then we can easily take the front cover out. Sorry, there are more screws as you can see in the video. Sorry, my video is not that clear because this time I put the GoPro on my head, so it might be little difficult to get exactly all the things, but we are we are giving you a description what to do, so this might help you to replace the shock absorber by watching our videos. So actually, first you can take the two screws of the control panel and then all the four screws behind it. So to take this out, we need to clip out from the top, so you need to be very careful to take out the panel, front panel. Don't force it too much, just try to see around which lock it's catching it, and then take the front screws out to take the front panel off. To take the front panel off, we need to take the bottom kick plate of the washing machine, and then we need to take the screws out from the top and bottom. Also we need to take the screws of the door lock, and also for the the big screws for the near the door sill. So for the door, for the big screws, you need T35 or T30 for the screws, so which will make it easier. And also to take the door seal out, you need to take the spring out first. So to take the spring out first, you can see how I am taking in the video. So make sure you take the door lock screws, and also try to take the door sill out from the front panel so that it will come easily. So this is how you take the front panel off. Now you can take all the screws as shown in the video. As I said you previously, like this, for this video we cannot see all the screws, but like what I described, you can easily figure it out what you need to do next. So take all the screws to take the side cover from the washing machine. To take the side cover out, you need to take the screws out from the three positions, which is the top, front and back. And if you take all the screws from the top, front and back of the side cover, then it can come out easily. Then you will be able to see the shock absorber which you need to replace. So I'm taking the side cover out from the side covers out from the washing machine. This is the shock absorber. So you can also see the difference between the new and old shock absorber. So to take the shock absorber out, you need the socket bit, and then take the bolt out from the machine, and then you can easily take it out as shown in the video. See how flexible it has been. Normally there has to be a friction on the shock absorber so that it will hold when you get into the spin cycle.
Yeah.
So to put it back, you need to do the you need to go to the reverse way. So just put the nut bolt in, and then try to tighten it up. So for other like for other side also you need to do the same thing. Here I'm showing you like how like how much it is holding on the new shock absorber and how easily it is coming out for the old one. That's why you are getting a banging noise for the Miele washing machine. So this Miele washing machine is worth a bit to replace the shock absorber, even if it is a 15 years old or more than 15 years old, because this is just a wear and tear part of the washing machine. So you will have more years to come in. Also you can see the internal component of the washing machine. You can see whether they are in good position or in worse position. From that you can make up your mind what you need to do when other things goes wrong. So as you can see in the videos, I already put the shock absorber in for the both sides. There, like some of the model there are like three shock absorbers, and for some, like most of them, there are only two. So it depends on which model you are for which model you are replacing on the shock absorber. So normally like most of the shock absorber is the same process, but there might be a little bit twist if you are doing for the different model. You can watch other videos if you are doing for the other uh, like for the other models of the Miele washing machine. So now I already started putting the side cover for the washing machine. So I put the side cover in, and then now I'm putting on the screws. So the one thing you need to make sure while putting out the side cover, the bottom part of the side cover has to align perfectly. So before putting out the screws, you need to make sure like it has been aligned perfectly, like from the bottom, top and side of the washing machine. First make sure they have been in align so perfectly, and then you start putting the screws back in. Otherwise you might need to open it back because it hasn't aligned perfectly. Because if you are doing for the first time, you might not know like this can be a problem. So I have give you a quick suggestions for why you doing the work. So now it's time for putting the front panel in. When you put the front panel in, you need to make sure the yellow plastic bit has to go through the drain pump things, because when you have some difficult situations where the door locked in and there has no power in it, like you can't really open the door. So in that position, that's an emergency door unlocker. So when you just push it harder, then the door will open automatically. So if you if you did not put the door stopper on the right position, then you might not able to uh, get it when you need it like the most. So as you can see the yellow bit, so it has to come that way. So now I already started putting the screws on the door lock, and also on the the big screws for the front panel in which I already said like uses T30. So you can put that screws back in. So now after putting the front panel in, you can put the front cover in, you can put the front panel. So to put the front panel, make sure the wire has not tangled in, because if you keep pressing without seeing the wire has tangled in, and then it's pushing, it's not letting in, then you might break the wire internally, then you will have a more problem in future. So after putting the front panel in, just started put the control panel for the washing machine. When you put the control panel back in, make sure the dial, the black part of the dial has to align when you put the the front plastic cover of the control panel. Now put the dial properly. as you can see how I'm putting the dial in. So make sure the dial has rotated properly, and if you are not sure, you can just like plug in before you do the other stuff, so that you can put the you can see that it has been working perfectly. Now it's time for the door seal to come in. So make sure the door seal has been put properly. Here I have put you the model number of this machine. So if you need the if you need which washing machine I have to replace the shock absorber, you can see this model number I have actually put in. So to put the spring for the door seal is little bit tricky. You might need two screwdrivers. So one has to be hold in and other has to come around as shown in the video, like this. Yeah, the spring has went in properly. So you might need to double check the spring if they have like aligned properly in the door seal. Otherwise you might have a leaking problem, if leaking problem while you washing the uh, clothes in your washing machine. So mostly we have done most of the stuff. Now we need to put the top cover back in. For now I wanted to just check in if the power is coming to the control panel or not. So after seeing that thing, I will just put the soap dispenser back into the position. You just need to slide in the soap dispenser to put back into the position. Now I'm going to put the top cover. You just need to align it properly and then just put the screws back in as shown in the video. So this is it. You can place the washing machine back into its position now. This is it. Thank you for watching us, and please do subscribe us. Oh sorry, I need to put the kick plate in, which is not difficult. You can just push the kick plate in. So thank you for watching us, and please do subscribe us. Also, if you like our video, please do comment us and keep motivating us. We will be back with the next video soon. Thank you very much. And also, if you need if you have any problem with your appliances, you can just comment us, and then we'll try to help you guys. Thank you for watching us. Please keep loving us.